Hello everyone, I am Assistant Professor Yasvi Shezare from Agricultural Engineering Department. In last session we learned about differential unit, final drive and PTO shaft. This session we will start with tillage, okay, and from lecture number 9 up to 16 that part comes under farm machinery, okay, and lecture number 1 to 8 that comes under farm power, okay. Now let's see the what is meant by tillage. It is the mechanical manipulation of soil to provide favorable condition for crop production. We know that soil act as a base for the crop growth. Okay, so if the soil with good fertility, good aeration, then it is beneficial for the crop growth. Okay, so what is meant by exactly mechanical manipulation? To handle something in skillful manner by hand or by using or by mechanical means. Okay, so for favorable condition the soil should be handled or controlled with a good or in skillful manner. Now the classification and types of tillage. There are two types of tillage or classes, that is primary tillage and secondary tillage. Primary tillage includes initial major soil working operation. It is normally designed to reduce the soil strength, to break that hard soil surface, okay, then cover the plant materials and rearrange the aggregates, okay, and the operations performed to open up any cultivable land with a view to prepare a seed bed for growing the crops is known as primary tillage. Okay, in primary tillage basically plowing operation is major operation. Okay, so there are tractor drawn plows are available, then animal drawn plows are available. Okay, so animal drawn implements mostly includes the indigenous plow and moldboard plow. Okay, then tractor drawn implements includes moldboard plow or MB plow, then disc plow, then subsoil plow, chisel plow, and or other similar implements. Okay, now secondary tillage. What is meant by secondary tillage? Tillage operations following primary tillage, those are performed to create proper soil tilth, that is referred as a secondary tillage. Okay, now what is meant by soil tilth? Tilth refers to the physical condition of gardening soil for the cultivation, that is called as soil tilth. Okay. Basically soil tilth, it is the physical condition of the soil as it relates to the plant growth. Okay, now secondary operations are lighter and finer operations performed on the soil after primary tillage operations. Then secondary tillage consists of conditioning the soil to meet the different tillage objectives of the farm. Okay, now the implements comes under secondary tillage, which includes harrows, cultivators, levelers, clod crushers, etc. Okay, now let's see the implements for the primary tillage. So most important implement that is included in the primary tillage, that is plow. Okay, so plowing is primary tillage operations which are performed to cut and break and invert the soil partially or completely. Okay, so basically plowing includes to cut, then break and invert the soil partially or completely. Okay, now what is meant by implement? It is the equipment generally having no driven moving parts, okay, such as harrows, or having only simple mechanism such as plow, that is called as implement. Okay, and machinery is different. Okay, then or machine is different. Then indigenous plow. Indigenous plow is one of the most common implement used by the Indian farmers. Okay, it is our traditional plow or traditional implement. Okay, then it penetrates into the soil and breaks the soil, okay, and open up. Then the functional components includes shear, body, show, handle and beam. Okay, these are the components of the indigenous plow. Okay, okay, this is indigenous plow, this is handle, okay, this is beam or pole shaft, then this is body, okay, this is shear and this is show. Okay, now let's see the functions of the different components of indigenous plow. Shear, it is the working part of the plow which is attached to the show which it penetrates into the soil and break it open. Okay, then what is the function of show? It supports and stabilize the plow at the required depth. Okay, and body, it is the main part of the plow to which show, beam and handle are generally attached. Beam, it is generally long wooden piece which connects to the main body of the plow to the yoke. Okay, now handle is a wooden piece vertically attached to the body to enable the operator to control the plow. Okay, like this. Okay, this is a handle and this is beam which is attached to the body. Okay, then moldboard plow or MB plow. What are the function of this plow? First, cutting the furrow slice, then lifting the soil, then turning the furrow slice and pulverizing the soil. Okay, these are the functions of the MB plow. Now there are also different components of MB plow. So share, moldboard, landside, frog, tailpiece are the basic and main components of the MB plow. Okay, now what are the functions of shear? It penetrates into the soil and makes a horizontal cut below the soil surface, and it is a sharp, well polished and pointed component, and it is actually made up of chilled cast or steel, and the steel mainly contains 0.7 to 0.8 carbon and about 0.5 to 0.8 manganese. Okay, now the next component is mold board. Okay, this is the mold board. Okay, when we see this image, this is the mold board. Okay, this part is mold board. Now the mold board is that part of the plow which receives the furrow slice. Okay, from the shear. Okay, where is the shear? Okay, this is shear. Okay, so this is shear. After that, what is the function? It lifts, turns and breaks the furrow slice. Okay, then to different soil conditions and crop requirements, mold board has been designed in different shapes. Okay, there are different types of MBs. So first, that is general purpose mold board, stubble purpose mold board, then sword breaker, slat, etc. Okay, now the general purpose mold board used for general purpose, and sword or breaker type of mold board generally used for turning or inversion of the soil, deep inversion of the soil. Then slat type mold board are generally used in sticky soils. Okay, and stubble type mold boards are used in a stubble soil. Okay, the next component, that is shear. This part is shear. Okay, now what is the function of shear? It penetrates into the soil and makes a horizontal cut below the soil surface. Okay, then it is well polished and pointed component. Okay, and these shears are made up of chilled cast iron or steel. We already discussed about this. Now there are different components of shear. So let's see the first component of shear, that is shear point. Okay, this is shear point. The forward end of the cutting edge, which is actually penetrates into the soil, is called as shear point. Okay, okay, this is the diagram which gives the details of the different components of the shear. Now next component, that is front edge of the shear, which makes the horizontal cut into the soil, called as a cutting edge. Okay, this part is called as cutting edge because it actually makes the horizontal cut. Then the outer end of the cutting edge of the shear, that is called as wear. Okay, wing. This part is called as wing. Okay, then this wing also supports the plow bottom. Okay, and the vertical face of the shear which slides along the furrow well is called as gunwale. Okay, this part is called as gunwale. Okay, then the edge of the shear which forms joint between mold board and shear on the frog, that edge of the shear is called as cleavage edge. Okay, which makes the joint between moldboard and shear. Okay. Now the next component, that is landslide. Okay, this part is called as landslide. It is a flat plate which bears against and transmits the lateral thrust of plow bottom to the furrow wall. Okay, it means it helps to resist the side pressure exerted by the furrow slice on the moldboard. Okay, then it also helps in stabilizing the plow while it is in operations. Okay, now the next component, that is frog. This component is called as frog of the plow bottom, to which the other components of the plow bottoms are attached. Okay, then it is a irregular piece of metal and it is made up of cast iron. Okay, and last component, that is tailpiece. Okay, and it is important extension of the moldboard which helps in turning a furrow slice. Okay, in some cases extension provided to the moldboard, that is called as tailpiece. Okay, now let's know about what is meant by vertical suction and horizontal suction. So vertical suction, it is maximum clearance under the landslide, and the horizontal surface when the plow is resting on a horizontal surface in a working position. Okay, and this vertical distance from the ground measured at the joint point of the shear and landslide. Okay, and it helps the plow to penetrate into the soil to a proper depth, and this clearance varies according to the size of the plow. Okay, now what is meant by horizontal suction? It is the maximum clearance between the landslide and horizontal plane touching point of the shear at its gunnel side and heel of the landslide. Okay, this distance is called as horizontal suction. Okay, this suction helps the plow to cut the proper width of the furrow slice, and this clearance varies according to the size of the plow. It is also known as side clearance. Okay, now we will stop here. So thank you for listening.